Hello everybody, welcome to another video. We start this one off with me going to the airport again. I'm not going on the M25 this time, I'm going through town. When I stumble across this cyclist over to the right hand side, I can see he looks like he wants to come over to our side of the road, so I slow up and let him go. He almost falls off the bike there, messes around and then goes back on the pavement and rides on the pavement. Yeah. I would put it down to your flippy floppies though, mate. Wrong type of footwear to ride a bike in for starters. And did you notice the look I got through trying to help him out? Yeah, manners again, eh? So I've dropped off my passenger without any trouble, and now I'm about to leave the airport when I see this van crossing the hatched markings here. You're not really supposed to go over them, only if you have to, if you really have to. Now the thing is that I noticed here is this here. A learner. Really? A learner? You're having a driving lesson around an airport. Not the best place to do it, because you're looking out for all these idiots around here, like that professional driver that just overtook us on the right hand side there, that doesn't want that lane. Like the professional driver I'm behind now, who's way too close to the car in front. The car in front of that is way too close to the learner. Can they not see that L plate and give it a bit of room? Yeah, so there's a lot of things to look out for in an airport, and yet you're having a driving lesson here. Now, I know a lot of you will be saying, well, that's not the learner that's driving. Well, I'm going to show you that I think it is the learner that's driving, just by the way it is driving. If it's not the learner that's driving, then they are a pretty poor driver. So, we're coming round here, we're going to go up, and the only thing that's up this way, really, the way we're going, is another terminal. We're going up to Terminal 5, so it's just left Terminal 2, and we're going up to Terminal 5 the way we're going anyway. Now look at the lane choice. It's turning left or it's going straight on. We're going to go straight on. Usual place to take driving lessons around a bloody airport. So, if it is a learner in there, it's being taught very badly for lane choice. The lane choice should have been sorted out way before then. And that is down to whoever's teaching this geezer to drive. And again, why are you going to the outside lane when there's an inside lane right here that I'm in? So again, poor lane choice. Not too bothered about the speed because there are cameras everywhere around here. Not great lane choices. Whoever's showing you how to drive is showing you the wrong way. So as you can hear me in the car there, I'm not that impressed. Eventually he gets it and moves over to the inside lane where you should be unless you are overtaking. But it's this next one that I find the worst thing out of everything that he's done. And it can only be the instructor that's showing him the wrong way here. Now we come to a roundabout here. Not a lot wrong there. It's the next roundabout that I have issues with. As you can see, there is a right turn only lane at this roundabout, and a straight on and a left. Now, it's clearly marked out where you should be going. Yeah. You do not straight line as a learner round the roundabout. You're taught that in advanced driving, and not when you're a learner. No. So, get yourself a decent instructor, mate, whoever you are. So a little bit further down the road, we're about to leave the airport and go on to the M25. Well, we got this geezer to our left hand side here. At least the other person had L plates on, being in the wrong lane. But you, it wants to come off with me. Why are you in lane 2? And this is what I mean. There are so many numpties round an airport, it's unbelievable. And you take someone for a driving lesson round there. Unbelievable. So another one related to the Olympics, another false start.
On your mark, get set.
Now in this clip we are looking at a mum that's trying desperately to entertain and cheer up her miserable daughter. She gets there in the end. Well, that's enough of that wishy-washy shit. We got some dangerous idiot in front of us now. He's got 4 exhausts. He must be well hard. I think not. Not for him anyway. Now, if I'm doing roughly 20 miles an hour and he's left me for dead, he's all the way up there, how fast was he going? Now, we come to one of these roundabouts again. It's been on the channel a lot. Now, I don't use my horn on this one because it doesn't really affect me. But look at the look on this woman's face as she pulls out. She knows that she shouldn't be going, and she's constantly just looking directly at me. No good keep looking at me. So now we come to stupid comment of the day.
Stupid comment of the day. Stupid comment of the day.
They look at you just with a face. Yep, they look at you with a face. Not my finest hour. Now in this clip we're on the A217 heading towards the M25. We are looking at the car in front of us. I'm just showing you all the way back here so you can see that it is well signposted. And I will speed it up now. So as you can see, the left hand lane goes on to the M25 only. You can see it on the ground, loads of arrows saying left only. And as we go round here, I don't know whether this woman in front of us saw that there was heavy traffic on the M25, but you can't just try and stop. You are kidding me. You can't go. What are you doing? What are you doing? Silly old bag. She's going to try and reverse back. Now as you can see from the front camera, there is a ton of traffic in front of us. Now I don't think that she could have seen that coming round that bend. She's obviously made a mistake and she will try to reverse back out. So now we're looking at the inside lane, lane 1 on the motorway here. Straight across the chevrons there, the solid white lines, and again over the solid white lines because he is special. He's special. He's not like the rest of them that's got to wait in the queue. He's special. You know, it's people like this that get on my tits, you know. You've got no right to do that, just to get a few cars up in front. So a little bit further down the M25, it's chock-a-block. The van in front of me is leaving a massive gap in front of him. I don't know why. But you can see to the left-hand side, there is a slip road. A slip road off. And people take advantage of it, just like that bloody car earlier on. And if we go to the rear camera, you'll be able to see someone taking full advantage of it. That van that's coming up the inside lane, the white van, a foreign number plate on it. Straight down there, straight across the solid line, straight over into middle lane. And it does go out into the outside lane, but unfortunately you can't see it because of that van. So a little bit further down the road, the same thing happens again. You can see there's a slip road to the left hand side there, right as we're looking at it now, and there's a little toy car that's going down the side of it. There it goes, past the lorry and then out. Now it's a shame I've got no side cameras or anything like that at the moment. I will probably invest in them, I think, because when we pull up closer to this guy, he's on the phone. He's driving like that to draw attention to himself, and he's on the phone. Unfortunately we can't see it. So a little bit further down the road, I am not lane hogging because I do want this lane. In effect, I'm in the inside lane because as you can see, the road splits into 2. Now, what we're looking at is a lorry that's coming up on the inside of me. Absolute disgrace. There he is. He's already too close to that van and he's getting closer. And closer and closer. Now, this guy is a professional driver. He must realise that if he's got anything on that lorry, he's going to have trouble stopping if that van stops. Where can the van go? The van can't go anywhere. Look in front of the van. And also, look at the number plate. That's not done deliberately, is it? Dirty as hell so you can't see it. Yeah, totally done on purpose so he can drive like a complete fool like this and get away with it because you can't report him. You've got no number plate to report him by. Absolute disgrace. He needs his licence taken off of him. And look how close he is to the car in front of him now. So let us know in the comments down below what you think about someone like this. Has he done that number plate thing deliberately? I personally think yes. I see quite a lot of these on the road where the number plate is unreadable. And it's so they can drive like this and get away with it. The pressure he's putting on that car in front, who can't go anywhere until now when it opens up. So a little bit further down the road, we're on the way to Folkestone, by the way. So this to our left-hand side is the lanes that they do for going to Dover for the Channel Tunnel, where they stack up all the lorries because there's a delay of getting over to Europe. Yeah, so all the lorries get stacked up there. But after seeing that lorry back there, what was too close, have a little look at this one. How close does it want to be to the car in front of that? I mean, what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, look how close that is.
So a little bit further down the road, we come to a slip road that's coming on. And as we know, it's down to them to actually filter in, not for me to move over. Now, the car we're looking at is this one here. He's too close to the red car. He's got no intentions of whatsoever of slowing down to come in behind me. He's just pulling out no matter what. It's a good job that there was no one to my right hand side because he just pulled out. I'm not even so sure he actually looked. But when we go to the rear camera in a second, you'll see what type of driver he is. So we're on the rear camera now, obviously, and you'll see me having to move out here, slow up the car behind me, just because of him, because he's special, isn't he? He's a special case. And you'll see what type of driver he is now. Straight out to the middle lane, then straight out in front of that other car, and then puts his foot down to go past me. Then he suddenly realises, hold on, this is a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit with 50-mile-an-hour average speed cameras everywhere. I better slow down. So not the sharpest tool in the toolbox, is he, at all? So now we're on the way home from Folkestone. Can you spot what's wrong in this clip? We are on a motorway. There's the big clue. We're on a motorway. Can you spot what's wrong? Yep. That lorry should not be in the outside lane. We are on a motorway and they are not allowed to be in the outside lane. Yeah. So lane discipline seems to be all over the shop at the moment with cars, vans, lorries, everything. No one seems to give a shit. So while we've been concentrating on that lorry in the outside lane on a motorway, we forgot that we've got an Audi in front of us. Yes, and we're focusing on that now because in a moment you will see something that is more rarer than rocking horse shit. Yes, it's about to use its indicator. I mean, it did just give a couple of flashes and then just go, but it's a start. It would do. It's a start. So a little bit further down the road, yes, that is the same lorry in the middle lane, but we're going to go and concentrate on the rear camera now. Outside lane we're looking at again. Remember, we are on a motorway. And look what's about to overtake that lorry. Yes, another trailer that shouldn't be in the outside lane. As I say, no one gives a shit about this sort of stuff anymore. There's no police on the road to stop it. And it's a free-for-all. So we're about 5 minutes down the road from there, and that trailer is still in the outside lane. But can you see it? It's got no number plate. Is that done deliberately again, so it can't be caught on cameras and all that sort of stuff, being in the outside lane? Probably. So now we're off the motorway, and we're coming back into London. We're just coming into Croydon-ish sort of area, Causden area, when we come across a professional driver. There he goes, one of Sadiq Khan's mob with the yellow circle of death on it. There's a car coming towards him. The professional driver is driving on the wrong side of the road, as they generally do, because that's the side of the road that they are used to driving on. There was a massive swerve up. Unfortunately, off camera, we didn't actually get to see it on either camera, but you can see still on the wrong side of the road there, even as the BMW was there. Yeah, they are just shit. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.